experienced a unique group. We are very proud of the Native Americans that were here before the first African came over. And I need just about 5 seconds of drums. Just 5 seconds. Give me 5 seconds real quick. The reason for that, we're getting ready to take you to a time that we're going to move you up from the 1600 right up to about 1740. And the experience that you're going to experience now with the Geechee Kunda ring shouting. It was in the year about 1740 wherein there was a law in South Carolina and migrated itself down to Georgia and throughout these coasts that there were no more drums. So what you've heard from the African experience and the Native American, which ties into the Geechee Kunda experience that we're about to give you, they knocked out the drums and there were no more drums legally to be played. Now, what we're going to show you now is some real life experience. This is not just a performance group. They are all pure blood Georgia Geechee Kundas, and that's why we're here at Geechee Kunda, one of the foremost interpretive sites in America. We travel all over the United States doing this. We were in Washington, D.C. This group set the Guinness Book of World Record for the largest ring shout in America and in the world. More importantly, the oldest ring shout person in America is in this group. I'm not going to tell you who it is. You're going to have to figure it out for yourself. Now, I will give you a hint from the plantations right here in Liberty County that came from the Wall Tower plantation. We have a pure blood. Not only those that the one that's in this group, there are many other family members that are here today that are pure blood from the plantation. They received their name, last name Waltower, because the plantation owner name was what? Waltower. So we have Joanne Waltower Ross. Now I'm not going to tell you who she is, but I will give you a hint. If you see somebody with a wash bowl, that's a good indication. You're also the president of this group. Now at this time right here, we're going to dazzle you and hopefully give you some rich information. Some of you may laugh, some of you may cry, and some of you might be astonished about what we're about to give you. So at this time right here, we're going to begin. And we have the Geechee Kunda ring shout. And I believe there's a traditional sound that they want to perform, along with one that was birthed right here. You're going to hear it later in Liberty County. And it went all over America. Not by the Gullah Geechees, but by the Buckras. Now somebody's going to tell you what a Buckra is after a while, okay? And it was famous, and it was a dance that went all over the United States and was all over the newspapers. But it was birthed right here in Liberty County, believe it or not. Now, the chauffeur for the Rockefellers sung this song right from the state of Georgia. And it goes a little bit like this, and this is the only group in America that's carrying on that tradition of that song. And it starts like this. One of these days, one of these days,
my people, one of these days, when the Lord calls me home.
Well, soon we'll be done with the crossing. Soon we'll be done with the trouble of the world. Soon we'll be done with the crossing when the Lord calls me home. Sister Beth, say, one of these days, my sister, one of these days, my sister, one of these days, when the Lord calls me home. Brother Jack, one of these days, my brother, one of these days, my brother, one of these days, when the Lord calls me home. Well, soon we'll be done with the crossing. Soon we'll be done with the trouble of the world. Soon we'll be done with the crossing when the Lord calls me home.
I'm gonna be out there. How you doing out there? All right. Now we know how to speak correct English, as you all can tell. But we ain't gonna speak today. Some people say in broken English, Ebonics, but we just plain old saltwater Geechee. Down here on the coast. And This time, before we sing, we gonna ask Sister Maggie to come up and explain me language before we get started.
Now, like she said, we do know correct grammar. But just about everything you hear me say today will be from old folks' language. That's what I'll say. Because I remember like yesterday.
Yesterday.
First,
I tell you why though. Yeah, night folk.
Night before.
I went to the shipper.
Dresser.
And I get me from.
Dress.
And I get me program.
Good.
Brung them out there. Brung them out there.
Brought it.
Out there. And I laid them on the long chair.
Sofa.
Then 4 days. I get up early and I ice the window.
Raise the window.
And then I tell you what, then I put on the frock and the program, and then I walked out on the piano.
Porch.
And I see my great grandma. I said, how old for me?
How are you doing?
I said, my joint to husband.
my joint is hurting.
I said, what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna
They
do?
said, I eat my ration.
My food.
I said, where you to go?
Where are you going?
I said, I go into the schoolhouse. So I left the kid.
House.
First thing I done was walked out of the yard.
Yard.
I said, I had no cab.
Car.
And I walked on down there, and I get to the schoolhouse, and I see this young woman.
Woman.
And I seen all these little children.
Children.
I seen a scamp,
Little
Boy.
boy.
old scoundrel.
Big
Big boy.
I seen this little gal, the poor little gal had a hand on the Kimbo.
Fat girl.
And the teacher had on some air balls.
Earrings.
And I stayed there, and then I said, well, I go back to
The house.
And I went on back there. The first thing they said, go to the ice box.
Refrigerator.
And get yourself a soda water.
Soft
drink. And then go out and get the yard broke.
The rake.
And sweep the yard.
Rake the yard.
Well, you know, once upon a time, we had a language all our own. As we maintain our language, we could stand in the grocery line and hold a conversation like so many other groups, the minorities